Hello everyone, Neorashi here. I'm recording this a bit early because I will not be there for September 1st. So I'm actually recording this on August 22nd, and I'll be uploading this. Um, I'll make this premiere on September 1st. So this month, um, this month's uh, monthly topic at Anime Planet is schools. So um, we're going to talk about anime that mainly take place in schools, whether it's high school, middle school, elementary school, or even university, or even magic school. Actually, um, anything goes. So I'm going to make two videos. This one is going to be a top 13 of um, my opinion on um, school uniform across several series that I've uh, um, read or watched. And the second video, which will be uploaded a couple hours after this one, well, I'm gonna keep the surprise. But it is going to be a tier list. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's also going to be the tier list with the most um, characters, because it is going to be about characters. It is going to be the biggest tier list I've ever done so far. Anyway, so as I said, there's gonna be um, 13 school uniform that I personally like a lot. However, you know that main a lot of main protagonists tend to not wear the uniform correctly. So I'm going to have two honorable mention of such characters. The top 13 is about the actual outfit itself, not the characters that wear them. Although most of the time I do like the character themselves as well. But if you see a character, I will not judge the character themselves, but rather the uniform they're wearing. So my first honorable mention would be Bashame from my dear friend Nokotan. This one, the reason why this is a honorable mention is because I just kind of like what she wears over her uniforms. It's not exactly a hoodie, but kind of like a jacket, something like that, and it actually fits very well with her laid back personality. And the second honorable mention would be Kurumi from the 100 Girlfriends series. This one, there's many reasons. I love her hoodie. I love the way she always has her headphones. And yeah, basically, I like what she wears over her uniform as well. Alright, so for the actual top 13, at 13th place, um, I don't know the name of most of the school, but this one is from I think it's called Ayara High School from Citrus. Pretty classic. Um, yeah, I mean, there's nothing special, but for every character except Yuzu, who doesn't wear hers properly, I think it's a very well fitting uniform for the most part. At 12th place, the uniform that most of the student wears in Motosuzo High School in laid back camp. Um, I like this one uh, because it is kind of different. Instead of the usual like uh, like the one I just showed with Citrus, they have that kind of not quite a hoodie, but like the sweatshirt, and I really like it. It does feel weird near the bottom of the shirt, though. It kind of makes them look a bit fat, which is weird. That's why it's pretty low in this top 13. At 11th place, whatever is this from Yuri Yuri. Um, I'm not sure what exactly is this. Is it like a dress and a shirt over it? I don't know, but it looks kind of cute for the most part. And I believe this is the summer version because I think there's also a winter version. I'm not 100% sure. I never read the manga and I've only watched maybe 5 or 6 episodes of the series, but I do like the uniform regardless. Okay, so now we're in top 10, and at 10th place, the uniform from After School Dice Club. This is the first time I've had this channel for almost 3 years now, and this is the first time I've ever mentioned After School Dice Club. I really like the blue of the uniform. I like the red bow tie, and yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. The skirt is pretty standard, I guess, so nothing special. But I really like the color of the uniform. At 9th place, this is not the main school of my Clueless First Friend. It's actually in my Clueless First Friend mostly take place in elementary school, but there are a few characters that are a little bit older and are in middle school. The most commonly seen is Yukiko, which is Tayo's big sister, and this is the uniform that they usually wear. Kind of like the color. I like the pure white thing. I like the top. Kind of looks like a. I wouldn't go. I don't know how to explain it, but I also like the red tie part. At 8th place, another relatively classic uniform. This is from Gamers. I like it. I'm going to say the same thing about this one as the one from After School Dice Club because it's very similar except different color. I also like the color of the blazer and the green tie here. At 7th place, I think 7th place is going to be a bit different because it's going to be the only magic school of this top 13, but I really do like the uniform. Well, the two uniforms. This is one of them. There's one without like the other kind of looks like more like a classic high school uniform, but this is the one we see more often, I think. Really like the hat, obviously. Hat tends to add a lot of cuteness in most uniform that do have hats, and I like the overall witch theme of the Luna Nova school uniform. I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but I do like Harry Potter, and I know I also like their uniform for the most part. So, at 6th place, the uniform that the student of Gushing Over Magical Girl wear. This is for a series that focus a lot of fan service. The school uniform is surprisingly very modest, and this is something that I like. I believe I mentioned it several times, but I actually do love Gushing Over Magical Girl, but not for the reason most people like it. I actually prefer the part where Utena and her friends are not in their magical girl form, and I really like their school uniform for that. I really love the green skirt, love the yellow tie. Actually, although the color doesn't match with Utena's hair, I think it fits for some reason. Now we're in the top 5, and at top 5, the school uniform that most of the characters wear in Cardcaptor Sakura. This is another series that I've never mentioned. I may have mentioned it, but never really talked about it. But again, as I mentioned earlier, the hat definitely has some cuteness. Don't mind the staff. The staff is her weapon when she's fighting. Look, I like the almost sailor-ish uniform. And I like the mix black and white. This is always this is rarely a mix that fails black and white. Now, at fourth place, I couldn't get a good picture, so I took a screenshot from the anime. But this is one of the two high schools that are featured in Is the Order Rabbit. I personally have a preference for the Rich High School. Um, I mentioned earlier that I really like the white, and this is the main reason why I like this one so much. I like the white blazer, the white and gray skirt is kind of cute as well, and I absolutely love the tie. I don't know why I hate wearing a tie, but it is something that I consider super stylish, and for some reason, it always fit um, it always fit well in school uniform, whether they are worn by boys or girls. So that's why I love this one so much. At third place, this is the uniform. Well, not the hat. The hat is something that is related to the school club, but this is the winter uniform of the character uh, from Diary of Our Days at the Breakwater, which is a really good fishing anime, by the way. If you like laid back camp and fishing, this is basically laid back camp, but change the uh, camping for fishing. I really like the blue. I'm not. When I first watched it, I wasn't sure that like the entirely blue uniform would work, but after watching maybe 5 or 6 episodes, it started to grow on me, and now, as you can see, it's in my top three. And although it's not part of the actual uniform, I do love the hat, but that has nothing to do again with the uniform. At second place, the middle school is featured in cultural exchange with a game center girl. I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% sure if the hat is actually part of the uniform because it surprisingly fits with the uniform in terms of color. As you can see, the same color as the skirt and the end of the like the blazer sleeves. But she never wears it when at school. She wears it everywhere when outside of school, when she leaves from school and go to the game center. She has the hat, but she never actually wears it inside the school. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's just part of the uniform, but they take it off during school hours. I think a couple of middle school in anime does that. Like they have a hat that's part of the uniform, but they remove it during school. I think first place is the same situation. So I think it's part of the uniform, and I really dig that hat. I really love that kind of hat, and that's actually I'm gonna say that the hat is one of the main reason why this one is in second place. So I mentioned that I love hats, and that the first place would be in a similar situation as this one. So I think you can have a guess of what is going to be my first place, especially since I've talked about that series non-stop for a long time now. But the middle school featured in Is the Order Rabbit. Again, I love the pure white of the uniform. Um, it mixed well with the dark blue parts, and obviously, as I mentioned, that little hat is freaking adorable. I love that hat. Obviously, I went with Maya for this one because she's my favorite characters of all time. But even if I use Megu or Chino instead, I would still say the same thing about how I love the little hat. This is the summer uniform, though. I know they have the winter uniform is not exactly as white. It's a bit darker, but the summer uniform is, especially with a hat, it's super adorable. So yeah, um, I'm not really good with clothes. I'll be honest with you. I'll often say, "Oh, this is cute. I like the color," but really, I'm not really a good critic for clothes. Uh, Although I only have 13 uniform, this was actually one of the hardest top 13 I've ever made. The main reason is that other than the key features of some uniform, like obviously that little hat that some uniform have, I never really focused on uniform. So I actually had to. It took me several hours just to find uh, a top 13. Um, because honestly, um, if I had focused on like putting more emphasis on looking at the character's uniform, I have a feeling that Citrus wouldn't have made the top 13. It's a really it, it is look good, but it is a really basic uniform. Anyway, as I mentioned, this is going to be um, premiering on September 1st, and a couple hours after this video is premiered, another video with my tier list will also premiere. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.